Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you are having an amazing day today. Let me make sure you all can hear me. If you'd please go ahead and type number one in the comment section down below. Folks, whether you're on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, wherever you're seeing this from, let me know in that comment section there. They all come through to us on the software that we're using, so I get to see them all, so we definitely appreciate it. With that, as you're doing so, keep in mind that everything we look at today is for educational purposes. Only nothing is meant to be advice or recommendations. Right? And if you like what you see, make sure you go ahead and subscribe. If you don't like what you see, heck, go subscribe anyway. So seriously, folks, go ahead and follow along with what we do. If you want to keep up with all the latest and greatest of everything that we put out day in and day out and truly know what it is that we're doing, this is the best way for you to do so is right there. All right? Oh, lots of ones coming in there this morning. It's a little bit busy with that video going there. Let me just move that around a little bit. Robert, appreciate it. Good morning. Morning. Say hey. Derek, good morning. Jose, Chris, Alan, Miguel, good to see you, sir. Paul, you gave me a 4 and a 1. Are you doing like a Jeff? 4 minus 1 gives us 3. Ops Trader, morning there, sir. Morning, John. Morning, Frankie. All right. So, guys, we got a lot to get into today. So let's go ahead and take a look at the futures. All right, so we were looking a little bit better a little while ago, and we're not looking as well right now. We're down 1 3/4 on the ES. Good strong run pre-European market, pullback continuation European. Then we got into our news cycle in the US, and that kind of flipped things around a little bit. I'm sure the fears and worries of the Fed are part of it. We look at YM, and we're down 56 right now on the Dow. We look at the NASDAQ, and we're up 6 still on the Dow. That's all fair value up, I'm sure, because from where we closed. So I think it's mostly that. But we're up a little bit on the NQ. The RUT, we're up 60 whole cents. Not a lot for a $2,000 index. Bitcoin back to about 44. It had slid overnight, flattened off, and got a little bit of a bounce. But after the last 2 or 3 days, guys, 4 or 5 days, we've had some pretty interesting moves back down. Y'all may get another buying opportunity yet around that 38 level on Bitcoin. Ethereum, we're looking at 30 points to the upside on Ethereum. And then we look at gold. Gold had a nice run all the way in, and they're kind of following suit with what the market's doing right now. They're still up about 8 points right now on the market. And then last but not least is crude. Crude oil had a bit of a pop. It was up about 2% a little bit earlier. It's about 1.7% now, or up $1.63 to 90. We'll call it about 98. We did drop down below 96. We got to about 95.5 this morning around 4 a.m. Again, European market time. And we took a climb from there. So still a little bit of a chop going on there, but I think we're going to see that as long as Putin's in control and Ukraine is at war. So let's go take a look at some trades from yesterday. I'm going to ask you guys to drop in your trades from yesterday. Funded, non-funded, doesn't matter. Win, lose, break even, doesn't matter. What matters here is the sharing component of trying to build this community factor here where it's not just me throwing a handful of candidates at you guys. Someone else may put something out there and help someone understand why their Apple trade didn't do as well as yours did yesterday. Maybe you did a different type of trade. Or they may see a candidate that they go, I should go look at that because I've never really watched that one before. So drop those trades in, right? I've got 3 from yesterday. We're going to rock through them pretty quick because we've got another 10 to get through today that are on our list for today. So very first one was PayPal. So PYPL. So they had coverage initiated on them yesterday. They were bearish move. I said we're going to look at a bear call spread above 126 or a long put. So and long put is for me because I trade them. I know them. I know their heartbeat. I know everything about them. This 113.87 fib line that I've got drawn in here, this white horizontal line, that's a Fibonacci level off a daily chart. What happened? We broke, we retested, we closed below, right? Because on this close below, we broke and then we pushed up, right? We closed below, and on this wick, we retested and we failed, right? So was able to get into that trade right on that candle, right? I used the ones, of course, but right on that candle, the 955 candle, we got the 117 puts it for about just under $4. And as we started to rock and move a little bit throughout the course of the day, we got into this candle right here, this pop. My moving averages had started getting really tight. We broke above the 21. We were done out of the trade about 5 3/4. So we made just under $2 on PayPal. I'll take it, guys. One contract, $200, 10 contracts, $2,000 all day long. UPST Upstart was another one from our list yesterday. Upstart also initiated coverage. We're looking for a bear call spread above 108. All right, so we got the nice move down, right? Here's that 101. We're looking above 108. So we got the 108, 109s for 45 cents was our total on that. So we did decent on that move. And then we got out of it at about 15 cents later in the day. So 30 cents overall to the upside on Upstart. Telray was a little bit of a disappointment. I did it, but I didn't get a lot of premium for it. And I actually had to go to the 7 puts on Telray yesterday. Sold them for 15 cents, bought them back for 6 cents. So we made 11 cents on Telray. Not a big winner for us yesterday. But hey, I'll take it, right? All day long, I'll take it. Anything to the upside. Let's see. Paul said Amazon 3K, also Tesla 3K. How do you beat a 6K day, right? Well, I guess 7K, but I mean, you know where I'm going, right? I mean, you got $6,000 in a day. That is an awesome rate of return, guys. Awesome premium. Most people can quit their jobs at $6,000 a day. Derek said picked up $1.87 on the Qs with the rollover off the 382 fib line, 48% rate of return. Great job. John said PayPal up 15%, Home Depot up 14%, both long puts. Perfect. Morning, Karen. Alan said Home Depot was a skosh. Not sure. Let's see. Chris said tried my first vertical yesterday on Oxybo put spread, 43% for 21 cents. Joined the SPY QQQ drop party too late, stopped out. Okay. All right. Well, you know what happened to it, and that's the most important thing, right, Chris? Evelyn said SPY put 2%, down 2%, got in too early, got stopped out, not able to trade the rest of the day due to other commitments. I get that. Robert, GCO put stopped out, GME very small profit, better days ahead. That's the way to look at it, Robert. Say hey said it was good trading for everybody. And Robert is saying Baba with a bear call spread for a small profit. I like it, guys. I like it. Good. Appreciate the shares. Let's go ahead now and jump into today's candidates. Here's our list of today's candidates right here. I'm going to bring them up. I've got a list built for us on Omega charts. I'm going to bring it up here. I've got my option chain open, and I can see what I'm doing then. So we look at BX, which is Blackstone. They got a downgrade. I don't have the who on it, so it didn't really matter. They got a downgrade. Right now, they're sitting at 117.75. So that downgrade didn't do a whole lot for them. They do have earnings coming out. You got to check the date. But I've got 420 here as a potential. I don't know if it's confirmed or not. But right now, we're sitting at 117.75, call it 118. So we could look at this as a bear call spread above 120, 121. So we'd want to do the 121 or higher on the bear call spread. As of yesterday, the 121 had 61 cents. The 22 was 41 cents. You're looking at 20 cents with Thursday and Friday is all you've got left in the week, right? So not bad. CAG, right? CAG food, right? Conagra, they put out a week forecast for the upcoming quarter. One of the many food-related companies to do things like this. So they are down right now 74 cents. So here's the deal, right? Let me go ahead and get rid of that line that's in there. And let's get that crosshair back. Okay. So right now we're down at 33.60. So we're right above that 33.85 there. We're going to pass next. All right, I'm not interested, guys. Too bullish of a move. The news didn't drive it far enough down, so I'm not interested. I'm going to pass on it. Coop, C-O-U-P is our next one. All right, so on Coop, we got an upgrade. Didn't say who it was. I didn't write who it was. Let me just change this over. I don't need that many candidates up there. So Coop got an upgrade. What are we looking at on Coop? So they were in a bearish bias yesterday. They're up $4.59. Good upgrade, right? At $4.59. So what are we looking at price-wise? Right about 107. All right, so we're still below that 108.59. So here's what I need Coop to do. I need the stock to get above 109. And then we can look at a bull put spread below 108. Bull put spread below 108. All right. Next, we've got HPQ. Hewlett-Packard. Right. What happened with Hewlett-Packard? Because they're up big time this morning. For this $38 stock, they're up $3.83. Why? Oh, why? Oh, why? This is Berkshire Hathaway taking, what was it, 11%? About 11, I forget exactly, 11.4, but over an 11% stake that they announced, excuse me, they announced on the market and they don't, it's not like they just bought 11%. They went to the market and said, give me 11%. They've been buying it for weeks. They have now built up to 11%. They just know how to do it where their name doesn't show up on it, okay? So how far am I looking at for CAG? So right now, who's asking that? Derek, I'm going to pass on it for now, but I would be looking at a day trade. Everything I'd be looking to do is capitalize on the news. It just didn't get the news, and where the move took it to didn't match yet. So I'll look at something else. So I like this a lot. Right now, HPQ is at $38.72. It's under $40. So I'll be looking at a naked put. If I were going off of what I see right now in an ideal world, I'd be looking for a 20 delta. So I'd be looking at the 35s. Had a delta of 20. We'll see where the market opens today. But I'd be looking at the 35s. Heck, if I could pick up 53 cents for a stock that Buffett just said, they bought 11% of the entire company, yeah, I want in. I want in. All right. It's up above that $37 level. You could also look at a bull put spread below 37. Actually, I'd be doing below 36. I'd be doing below 36. And yeah, huge premium on it yesterday with that 36. So we'll see where it opens up. All right. Rblx. Let's see. Rblx was upgraded by Citigroup. So on Rblx, they're only up a whopping 64 cents. Right now, normally this would not make it to my list. All right, but there's a reason that it did. Right, I wanted to show from an educational standpoint. 46.5 is where we're sitting at right now. Where are we? We've got our moving average at 47.47. So this upgrade, even though it's by a big company, has only driven it up to a resistance level, to a ceiling, an 821 confluence where you've got two things happening in the exact same place. Right? So do I want to take this trade? The answer is I'd like to, but no. I have no compelling reason that says take a trade on this other than Citigroup decided to upgrade it. Why did they upgrade them? I don't know. Does Citigroup own too much of Rblx that they need to sell some of their own shares? So they justify it by an upgrade? I'm not saying they did or didn't do that. All I'm saying is that move, that news hasn't made the move worth my while. So on Rblx, I'm writing next. All right, we've got 3 candidates left, guys. So go ahead and drop your candidates in the chat box now of the ones you want me to take a look at. And you may have noticed Sean's already dropped in the links for the GAPS class today. Do not miss out on that, folks. All right, I've got one today and then one next week that we're doing, right? It'll take you here to this page. You can register for the one today at noon or for the 11th at 8 p.m. Either one works, same training. Sorry, guys, I'm behind on my morning juice, so I need to get that finished up. Either one works, but you definitely want to be there. All right, so let's see. You guys are starting to drop some in. You know, it's funny, Paul. I had RAD on my list, and I pulled it off, and I'll show you why in a minute. Teladoc is our next one. Keep dropping them in, guys. So Teladoc, TDOC, they're up $1.04. They got coverage initiated on them, and it brings them up to, come on, I thought I clicked them, brings them up to 68 3/4. So what does that do? Nothing for me. Look where we are. We're in between. Next. When I say we're in between, 68 3/4, we're actually below. We're still below the 21. I thought we made it at least above that. We've got nothing, no compelling reason that says take a bullish entry. Wayfair, not a fan of the company. We buy stuff from them. I don't like them as a company. I think there's too much shadiness around them personally. Wayfair got a downgrade. So I like that happens, right? And it was by Wells Fargo. I've seen a lot of Wells Fargo big moves lately. And again, I'm not a fan of Wells Fargo as a big company, but I'm starting to take a little bit of notice because they are starting to move the market a little bit with the stocks they're in. So we're sitting right now on Wells Fargo at 102.5. So we could look at a bear call spread above 107 on Wells Fargo, right? Because we got down below it now. And then Yeti, Y-E-T-I, Yeti Holdings, they got an upgrade on Yeti. They're up $2.38 right now, which takes them to 57.5, 57.25, right? So let's go look at Yeti's chart. So the upgrade takes them up to here, right? From a bullish trade, guys, the news doesn't warrant a bullish trade. It's not there. It's just not there. So I'm going to put next. I have not had, instead of wait, it's no wait, it's just next. I'm just passing on it. I've not had this many nexts yet on our list, right? All right, let's go see what you guys got. Paul said RAD, R-A-D. So what made me take RAD off the list today, Paul, was it's an $8.44 stock. I believe it was bullish news that came out on it. Where did I have it? I actually wrote it down. Oh, no, they got a downgrade by Deutsche Bank. That's what it was. They got a downgrade by Deutsche. They're sitting right now down at $7. The question to ask, Paul, is how far down can it go? 0, which means you got $7 whole left to move. Not my type of company. So I'm going to pass on it, but you got resistance up here at that 887 level at the 8 moving average. Oh, let me switch this over. If we go and stretch back and look further back, right, we've been there before. We've got some support. No, but we're down at 7 now. Yeesh. That's tough. Yeah, I would say find another company, Paul. I'm sorry, just not really seeing what you could get from it. Let's see at 5. All right. So John said PayPal, current price 122.22. Short. Let me go to PayPal first. Right. Short off of the, so 112.22 is current price. Short off of the 113.78 fib test / retest and a fail. Yep, absolutely, John. I mean, it's on my list today. We're in a bearish bias, not true bear, but certainly bear, enough that I could take 4 contracts without any hesitation whatsoever, take my aggressive trade. 104.5 is support. So, yep, I'm all over it. I agree with you. 100% there. And then also, John put in Roku. Let me get Roku up. Current price 119.25, short off of the 120 fib line. 119.25. Yes. Okay, good. Test and refail. Yep. So you're right on it. Right on it, John. We already broke. Retest, fail. We're in a bearish bias here. True bear. So you could do it as a full trade. It doesn't have to be aggressive. It could be a full trade. And you've got support at 102. So you've got a long way to go on this one. And Roku moves $10 a day. So will we normally get all of this? Not in a normal day, but you got a lot of opportunity there. All right, John, I hope that helps. Let me know. Robert's asking for ACAD. Let's take a look at ACAD. There's Acadia, right? Yeah, not one I normally trade. So they're flat. They're not showing a print right now on the market, Robert. Long, I'm in maybe another position. I'm in maybe another position with a bounce off of a pivot. All right. So yeah, definitely. I mean, pivots are a good one to use here. $27 stock. As long as you've got enough room between the pivot levels, then yes, they do move $1.40 a day. So you definitely have some opportunity. Hope that helps, Robert. Alan's asking for NVIDIA. So when we look at NVIDIA, where is it now? Let's see, they're at 245 right now. So Alan said above the 244.27, right there at 245. So it looks like they pushed up 245, 244.83. Okay, so I'd like a little bit of a pullback, Alan, if we can get it after the market opens. Oh, I thought you were looking at bullish. My bad. So if you look, I thought you were looking bullish on it because it's bounced. So what Alan wrote was, I should just move it where I could see it. Bearish with the break of the 244.27 and a retest. Yes, I agree. Break down, get me down to 243.5, retest and fail, and there's the potential entry. Keep in mind though, Alan, if we have the market start to shift to the upside, you've got the ability with a clear and concise entry off of the 244.25 up to 259. Trade the direction of the S&P 500, right? Best opportunity is right there. All right. Derek is asking for the Qs. I keep the Qs up here already. They're only up 7 cents right now, so they're flat. Looking for another rollover at the 382, but worried about the gap. So the gap, yes, you've got the gap there, but I'd be looking for the rollover off that 355.56 level and the fail. But remember, gaps, well, remember, if you come to today's class, you'll hear me talk about an open window, which is a gap. That's what we have here. In Japanese, that's what that phraseology is. And the market doesn't like those open windows. They need to be closed. They always get closed, right? Here, you had a gap here. It got closed here. You had a gap in here. It got closed here. We have a gap here. It's going to close. Could be tomorrow. Could be next week, next month. Okay. But it's going to close. So I like this for the fail off the 356, 55 half and the rollover there for sure. But do you need to be concerned about the bounce? Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's crazy market time. We're going to deal with this now for the next couple of months easily. Right. So hope that helps on that one, Derek. Let me know down below. Neo. All right. Where in the world is Neo? Neo. So they're at 21.5 down 17 cents right now. So 21.25. I like this one bearish if we can get the rollover and get under the 21. But you got to be careful. There's only room down to 19.5. Strong level. Been there multiple times. 1, 2. Where was the wick? Right there. 3. I mean, strong level for us, right? On Neo. If it breaks above the 23, you've got an opportunity for bullish entry as well. So, Andres, I hope that helped. All right, John, I got yours. AMD for Chris. Let's see how AMD is looking. All right, AMD right now is down 7 cents, so it's kind of at a flat. I see 113 as resistance and 100 as support. Not a whole lot of excitement on it, Chris. He's looking for a put off of the 104. Do we have a Fibit in there? Is that what it is? 12. Yes, we do. We do. So let me go put a Fibit in there. I don't think it's a 104. At least not on my numbers. Let's see. Negative 136 and a 118. We're going to need both. So I've got it at 106. Right now we're at 103.5. So if you get the push back to the 106 and the fail, absolutely, I like it a lot. All right, let me know if that helps. John's asking for Roku. I think I did that one, right, John? Yep, I did that one. All right. Alan, Goldman Sachs. And if I didn't do it, John, if I missed it, just let me know again. Goldman Sachs. All right. One of our pop candidates. Bullish with the test and support of the 314.48. Yeah, as long as we got a bullish market going on, Alan, I'm with you. But if not, look for the break of the 314.48. Where are we right now? And we're flat. We're only down 8 cents. So in an ideal world, you got that. But if you do get a bullishness in the market, the S&P is bouncing up. You've got plenty of room up to 326.25, without a doubt. Hey, Trip, morning. CHWY, Chewy. Right, closed at 42.28. Post earnings, you got a descending wedge happening in there. Curious when it might break out of the wedge. So what Trip is talking about is these tops in here, folks, coming down. The bottom's holding right in here. The when, Trip, is there's our convex there, right? There's our meet point. If you would, we would go ahead and let's see, I might have changed these lines around. So let me see. I still got them set the way I want. I do. Okay. So Trip, I'm looking for the breakout to take place in an ideal world between March 21st and May 18th. Right? So we've got a little time left inside of that wedge for the break to take place. Right? But it's all based on where those 2 points intersect. All right. Hope that helps. Let me know. Robert said, Rob, how do you handle a stop loss exits on naked puts, calls, or spread trades? Do you use a percent, dollar amount, stock price, etc.? So everything I do, Robert, is based on the chart itself. So I use the chart as a rule for getting into the trade. The trade is only violated, not if I sold a put for 20 cents and now it's worth 30. That's not a violation reason for me. The violation is the pattern has changed. We've broken through some kind of level that says the trade is over, on a naked put, right? When we look at a credit spread, again, I'm looking at where I enter the trade. So if I sold the bull put spread, bullish trade, so I'm selling down here. If the stock breaks whatever the support level was that I was looking for the bounce off of, that's the key for me. And that's why PayPal, let's say. That's why when I want to take the trades, Robert, I'm looking for a clear and concise entry. If this is where PayPal opens today and I take a bear call spread, my exit would be if PayPal gets somewhere above that 113.87. The risk profile that you have is going to determine that. Is it at 114, 116? Your risk profile will determine that. I normally use 25% of the difference between the two fib lines in there, right? And you can get tighter on it, but that's just a norm for me, okay? But if you're taking it in the right place, see, the problem is if I take a bull put spread when the stock closed, I don't have anything good here. PayPal's just, it's too tight. It's such a low price stock. I don't have any real good candles in there. So if I'm right here, Robert, right, and I try to take a spread off of here, right, on this closing price, this big white candle, my stop still has to be somewhere down here. Whereas if I took the trade as we bounced off of this wick here, my stop is in the same place. See, so the stop is based on the chart. It's not based on dollars or percents. It's based on the chart. When the pattern changes, it's time to go. That prevents all of the, well, I sold for 20 cents. Now it's worth 21. Oh my God, the world's coming to an end. I should walk away and get out of the trade. Right? I hope that helps. Let me know down below, Robert. I have HB in parentheses in all my stocks on TradeStation. Do you know what that is? Yes, it means hard buy. You can ignore it. Because it's a lie. I've seen Amazon with a hard buy. There's no way Amazon's a hard buy, meaning it's difficult to get your hands on the stock. It's not. You're welcome, John. Sean, according to TradeStation, okay, hard to borrow. There you go. Thank you for that, Sean. I appreciate you doing that. Alan, bullish and bearish. Good, good, good. All right, Alan, appreciate it. Debbie's asking for JWN. Debbie, did my team take care of you yesterday? You sent an email about the gaps, I think. Let's see where JWN is. I did ask them to. Best to always send those emails to support because I don't always get to see that and you'll get the help faster from them since I've got 3 people in support now. All right. So I like, where are we right now? Nope, I put an S in there. That's why. JWN. JWM. Got to spell it right. No, what do we got here? No, JWN. Yeah. JWN. Stop. All right. So we're flat. All of that to tell me we didn't move anywhere. I like the bounce off the 27.69. Debbie, look up at 29.75 as resistance. Hey, Paula. Sure. SPY. SPY right now is down 51 cents. So we're in a bearish bias. Retest the 447 and fail, Paula, and I'm looking at a bearish entry. I'd also be looking at pivot points on SPY. Chris, you're welcome. Trip, Robert, good, good, good. Debbie, they did take care of you. Excellent. Good. So, guys, Sean dropped in the links to the gaps. Sean, drop them in again if you would. Make sure to get registered for the gaps training. Do not miss out on it, guys. I haven't done it in a year and a half, probably. And I'm not going to do it again for a long time. My team is pushing me to do more trainings. And I do what I can, but we got to keep it real. Got to have time to trade too. And too many classes, not enough time to trade. So, all right, with that, ladies and gentlemen, make it a profitable day. Stay focused on the quest to becoming a great trader. Keep crushing it. And remember, you're just one trade away. Grab the gaps links, get yourself rocking and rolling. I will see all of you at our next update. Tomorrow's the end of the week already. Holy mackerel. All right, talk to you then. Bye for now.